Standard 6th Social Science, Chapter number 1. Let's know the history. Part 1. Before that, let me tell you that this year the textbook of social science has been changed by the board. This is our new textbook. According to this index, there are total 17 chapters which we are going to learn in this year, in which 8 chapters are of history, from chapter number 9 to 13 are of geography and 14 to 17 are of political science. First of all, history. To know the people living in the ancient age, what were they, where did they live, what did they eat, what were their beliefs, their diet, their dress, their traditions, how they invented all the technologies, tools, and many more things are going to be learned in our history portion. Second is geography, the climatic conditions of a particular area on earth, how the climate changes, what are the effects of climatic change on the people, how they used to live in that climatic conditions, what are the disasters, how we have to manage it, all should be learned in geography. Then economics, the price of a product or how the economy of the country works to run the country. Society, the social group of people is known as society in a general form. People has to live in society. Without society, no one can develop their inner ways. For that, they have to live with the other peoples, they have to adjust with other peoples, they have to develop themselves with other peoples, which is all included in society. Political science, how the country runs their administration, included in political activities, how election has been held, which are the rules for the elections, how the government work for the development of country, all are included in political activities. Starting from our first chapter, let's know the history. Why one should learn history? History is related to our current system. How? We all use fire to make food for any other purpose. We use agriculture to produce crops. We use transportation facilities to go from one place to another. How all these tools comes from? This all tools comes from our history. The people lived in the historian age has invented fire, wheels, agricultural activities, houses, and the diet. This all affects our today's generation. Second, customs and traditions of that people, their beliefs, their diet, what they eat, and the dress of the people of different generations. We can come to know about this. History is not only related with the matters of past, but it also regals with our current system. It informs us how the changes occurred in human life at that time and in today's time. From how, where we come to know the history, how can we know the history? So, from different tools and resources such as Tadpatra and Bhojpatras, inscriptions, and copper plates. Remember these three things. We have to learn about these three things in our chapter to know the history of Indian society. First is Tadpatra and Bhojpatra. Second is inscriptions. And third is copper plate. We are going to learn about these tools in detail in this chapter. First is Tadpatra and Bhojpatra. Tadpatra. Tad means palm leaves. The manuscripts written on the palm leaves is known as Tadpatra. In the ancient time, man used palm leaves for writing, what we call manuscript today. At that time, whatever they have written on the palm leaves, today that all are known as manuscripts. Tadpatra means manuscripts written on the leaves of palm leaves. Remember that Tadpatra means the manuscript written on the palm leaves. Second is Bhojpatra. Bhojpatra. Bhojpatra means manuscript written on birch bark of the birch tree, which is found in Himalaya. This tree is found in the Himalayas and it is written on the bark of that tree about language, lifestyle and people of ancient India. These manuscripts were written gives us the information about language and lifestyle of that time of people. The manuscripts written on palm leaves and bark of birch gives us information about men of ancient India. Where are these Tadpatras and Bhojpatras preserved? So these all Tadpatras and Bhojpatras are preserved in temples and monasteries. They are written in three languages: Sanskrit, Prakrit and Tamil. At that time, there were only three languages: Sanskrit, Prakrit, and Tamil, which were used in India. What was been written in these trees in Bhojpatra and Tadapatra? What are the contents included in Bhojpatra and Tadapatra? So, there were poems, dramas, stories, and epics written on Tadpatra and Bhojpatra, and they have been preserved in forms of books. As you have shown in the picture, they were preserved as a books. They also gives us the knowledge about customs and traditions, social beliefs, lifestyle of kings, science, medicines, education, animals, etc. You have to read about Tadpatra and Bhojpatra and remember all the content of it by heart. In our next part, we are going to learn about inscriptions and copper plate. Thank you.